Ascent and talked about what tokens we would make available to big institutional clients. We asked them, what would you like? And the immediate answer from them was HBAR.
Well, the immediate answer was HBAR. Are we about to see a flurry of institutions entering into the HBAR space? We know they have the governing council. They have ties to a lot of the big names in traditional finance and in enterprises. What will this look like if institutions start buying Hedera, and how high can the price of the HBAR token go? We're going to talk about that in this video. Also share some important updates. We take a look at what Hedera has been doing. The number one gainer on CoinMarketCap over the last 24 hours, up over 45.5%. It has doubled in the last 7 days, currently sitting at 27.69 cents for Hedera. This is a token that we've talked about on our channel for quite a long time. We even have a Hedera playlist. We've had Mance Harmon on our show. We've done videos on HBAR. And so 5 cents to where we are now. And actually, I lied. We're currently at 29.4 cents on Hedera. You take a look here from the chart from Binance on the daily. These hollowed out candles represent large liquidations, and you can see the last 2 daily candles, we've seen massive amounts of liquidations to the upside. So shorts are getting absolutely crushed. We've also got a very, very important indicator here on the price action concepts from LuxAlgo. We've had a change of character on the chart going all the way back to April of this year as Hedera clears that 17.8 cent level. This is also a level we said the Hedera or HBAR would come into some resistance at. Now, with this big move up, we've created a couple of gaps. Now, the gaps potentially could be filled, but we look at these as buying opportunities or opportunities to enter into a long trade. If you're a trader, we take a look at what has Hedera been doing. I want you to pay attention to the 1-day change column and the 7-day change column. As we scroll all the way down to find Hedera at number 40, the biggest gainer in terms of TVL over the last day at 46%, at 16.5%. Over the last 7 days, also the biggest gainer in the top 40, coming in at 53% gained over the last 7 days and over the last 1 month. 284% increase in total value locked for Hedera, and leading the charge is none other than Saucer Swap, the leading DEX on Hedera. So shout out to the Saucer Swap team. They put out a post, I believe it was today or yesterday, saying their initial goal for Hedera that they had for their DEX has been completed, and they're looking to continue building. So we're excited to see what comes out of Saucer Swap. Now, I do want to go back to this video here. This is the head of research at Uphold, and he just continues to talk about their Ascent program for institutions and what they're saying about Hedera. So let's go back to the beginning of the video and watch it. It's about a minute long.
We have over 100 big institutional clients. These are private fund managers, pension fund managers, wealth managers of all sorts. And they take their first steps into crypto via Uphold International's platform called Ascent. And as soon as we opened Ascent and talked about what tokens we would make available to big institutional clients, we asked them, what would you like? And the immediate answer from them was HBAR. So there's definitely awareness and there is demand, right? Not everyone is a maxi of something, and Uphold certainly isn't. If we are a maximalist in anything, then it is the interoperability maximalism. We believe that there should be 1,000 different chains, but they should all be able to talk together. And the messaging system, the scalability, the ease of use, and of course the governing council of Hedera. I was pretty awestruck when I saw that the first time. Who is on the governing council of?
As many people are. So things are looking good if you're a Hedera fan. If you haven't liked the video, make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel as we continue to put out more Hedera content. Now, I do want to go to another video. This is Hedera Governing Council member Dell and Gregory Bell, their senior vice president, discussing how DLTs, distributed ledger technologies like Hedera, enable enterprise AI. And so are we about to see an AI narrative added to everything Hedera already has going for it? Let's take a listen. This is another 1-minute video.
You know, a lot of the industry is focused on AI. Why? Increase the productivity and simplification of how I run my business. things like distributed ledger essentially are a way to remove complexity for the interaction of parties. And if we get to the point where it becomes seamless, easy to use for enterprises will absolutely embrace this, in a large way. And that's what we're thinking of. We're saying, down the road, this solves a lot of problems. We talked about the tokenization of assets before. I'm still amazed at how much paper is moved between people doing things like bond offerings. Coming from the technology world, we don't see it that way. Why would you do paper? But that's just the way things are. And most of the world is still very manual. And so DLTs offer a great opportunity to just grease the skids of organizational bureaucracy and process to create lots of new ways to do things better. But once companies figure out how to do things better, we also then think that's when the explosion of new use cases and business models will start to come.
And guess what? When they are ready, guess who they're going to go to? They're probably going to go to Hedera because of their governing council and their ties to these large corporations and companies. I do want to share this from King Solomon on X. The largest institutions in the world are using retail-built crypto apps. South Africa's largest lender, Standard Bank, and South Korea's largest bank, Shinhan, and Siam Commercial Bank are using Hedera's leading wallet, Hashback. Stablecoins, the future of international money. This was a YouTube video. It was about an hour long. We're not going to go over that video, but just know that institutions are using Hedera. And then we take a look here from Dr. Lehman Bard, the inventor of Hashgraph consensus algorithm, announces on the HBAR Foundry call that spheres are coming to the Hedera network. Spheres will allow you to run a private Hedera network, but with added trust and interoperability provided by the public Hedera network. Going back to what the Uphold gentleman said, interoperability, going forward to what we expect to see in cryptocurrency, which is interoperability, being on one chain, having one account, and being able to access every other liquidity pool, every other layer 1, every other layer 2, every other anything, right? Any other protocol, and you can do it directly from Hedera. That is the future we're going at, and it looks like Hedera is at the front. There was also another video I'm not going to share, but this was Diamond Standard talking about why they migrated from Ethereum to Hedera, and he pretty much said, look, the fees and not being able to tell if the fees going to be high, the fees going to be low. That's the reason they decided to bridge over from Ethereum to Hedera. Is this going to be a trend we're likely going to continue to see? Potentially. So here's what I'm thinking for HBAR and Hedera. The biggest narrative going in to this bull market was institutions and RWA. They kind of fit together, but from an institutional side, when they decide to join Web3 and blockchain space, especially if they're on the governing council or that they have ties to the members of the governing council, Hedera would likely make the shortlist. You also have RWAs. They've been working in that sector as well. They've made that shortlist also. But now, can you throw in AI? Can you throw in some sort of interoperability? Can you throw in a DeFi ecosystem that could potentially boom? If we get the AI and the DeFi and the memes and the retail, we could be looking at a $5 to $7 Hedera. I know that sounds crazy, but look what XRP just did. XRP just 5x from 50 cents. It was sitting at $50 billion market cap and essentially, a $25 billion market cap, and it 5x'd. It passed Solana, it passed Tether. So when things move, they can move fast. But even that aside, if Hedera just sticks to its original narrative, the original verticals of RWA and institutions, $3 to $5 Hedera, I think is pretty much in the bag. Now, of course, nothing's guaranteed. And then the last thing I want to share is this. In case you didn't know, Dr. Baird and Mance Harmon are both U.S. Air Force veterans. Also, HBAR is considered a made in the USA cryptocurrency. Why is that important? Donald Trump has talked about getting rid of capital gains tax for the cryptocurrencies that are made in America. And guess what? You have two founders from Hedera that served in the United States military, and they fit that made in America narrative. If capital gains are gone for Hedera and the HBAR token, and they already have the institutions in the bag, what could that look like? I'll leave it to your imagination. Come check out our live show Monday through Friday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And thank you guys so much for watching. We'll see you in the next one. Peace.